I'm not 24 yet, but I will be in 3 months. And I figure it might be nice to know, before I turn 24, what 24-year-olds are supposed to know. I've watched those videos that Cody Ko does of, each age and stuff that you learn with each age. And they're so funny and specific. It's like, age 26, I really learned, to love myself and let myself eat cookies at 4:30 p.m. It's like, really? You learned that at that time? Is that when everyone else is supposed to experience that growth? Like, I don't understand. But I figured it might be nice to have a little sneak peek of what I'm supposed to know, a little head start, before I turn 24. So I'm going to be reading the Odyssey's article, 24 Things I've Learned in 24 Years. So maybe I can get a head start and know everything I'm supposed to know so that I don't have to worry, and maybe I just won't have to do anything for the next 3 months. These are always so funny. They kill me. Okay, 1. Already, fight for the things you love. Very poetic, very passionate. When you're passionate about something, don't be ashamed of it. Be proud. You know what? This is actually really relevant because I was very proud of my rap flow. And I was ashamed at first, and then I thought, no, I'm not. And it says, defend it, pursue it, perfect it. And you know what? That's probably what I'm going to do. I am going to perfect it. I'm going to produce it in a real production studio. Just you wait. 2, love is a choice. Love is a choice. This is like one of those really, not rhetorical, that's not the right word, but this is one of the ones that don't really make sense. They're kind of just wordy. It sounds like a haiku or something, like a 1-sentence haiku. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Doesn't really make sense to me. 3, life is too short for pettiness, grudges, and hate. This one is in every single age. Every time, whether it's always usually some point in someone's 20s, they learn about this. I guess people just learn in different stages. By the way, I have lo-fi hip-hop beats playing. One of the best. 4, it's okay to cry. I've known that since I was 10, or younger than that. I've known that since I rolled out the womb. I've been crying since then, at least 2.5 times a week. So I've already been knowing that, so I'm good on that. 5, you can have ice cream for breakfast. I've never desired to do this. I always see this one. It's always some whack food that people like to have for breakfast. I've never once desired to have ice cream for breakfast. It's great that I can do it if I want to, but it's not really my thing. Not really my thing. 6, drink. Number 6, drink water. I'm sorry, what? Drink water? Drink water. What? Are people not knowing this until they're 24? I mean, I guess it doesn't mean you learn it at 24. It means you've already known that, and this is just something that you've learned. But if this is the information that you're pulling out as one of the 24 things, that's not that many things to know. If drinking water is one of them, I'm sorry, but you probably don't know that many things. And it said the explanation is most of your life problems can be solved by drinking water. No, I don't think so. What if you can't pay your rent? I don't think that can be solved by drinking water, but okay. 7, explore your own state. Like mental state or like New York? Okay, so it's like geographical state. I've definitely done this. I live in a fun state. I live in New York. I'm sure probably if you live in Iowa, there's not much to do in your state, but I guess, still explore it. I'm not, clowning Iowa. If you're from Iowa, shout out to you. You're probably ultra cool, but 8, number 8, leave your state. Okay, we got some juxtaposition over here. Right now, I can't leave my state, and freaking no one can. So this one's hard to do. But I have done that before. I have left my state in the past, so I'm good on that one. 9, take pictures. And it's funny because it's not saying these are 24 things you have to do. These are things that you know by this age. So you know to take pictures. I've been doing that. I think everyone does that. This is just 24 things that everyone does daily. That's what this list should be. 10. See, this is a good one. Accept that you aren't always right. I have trouble with that. I'm a law student. I'm very headstrong. I will admit that I'm stubborn. You know what? That is probably something I should work on. We're getting somewhere here. 11. 11. You got this. I think that's your like midway confidence boost while you're going through this article. If you're like, I haven't been doing any of these things. I never drink water. I never do any of that. But 11 is reassuring you that you can do it. You can do it. 12. Be kind to strangers. This is a good one. You know, if you go on a date with someone and they're mean to the waitress, cut them out of your life. 13. Get to know some old people. What? Get to know some old people. Learn your family history from your grandparents or someone else's. Well, I have no living grandparents, so I guess I'll have to go to someone else's grandparents. Can't do it now. I would have to Zoom them. I don't think most grandparents know how to use Zoom. Oh, this one's hard to do. I know some old people, okay? I do. I don't know what they mean by old, maybe like 70 and up. 14, volunteer. Well, I have mandatory pro bono hours, so that's going to be happening either way. 15, go to church. Ooh. Yikes. For the atheists reading. 16, keep reading books. Keep. I don't read. I've never read a book once for fun in my entire life. I shouldn't say that, but I've never read anything. I'm a law student, and I've never liked reading, and I have to read for it. It's so funny, because anytime people are talking about, oh, like I'm reading this book, I'm reading that book, I'm like, y'all are reading? Yeah, I don't really read, but okay. I'm reading this article, does that count? 17, it's the little things. In quotations, it's the little things. Again, I'm not gonna try to figure out what that means. 18, live like every day is your first. If you live like every day is your first, you know what you're going to be doing? You're going to be doing a whole lot of nothing. You know what I probably did my first day of my life? I was born. I probably shat and burped, and that is how I'm living my days now, actually. So I'm on a roll here. 19, live like tomorrow is their last. Now they're just changing the pronouns on me. What perspective is this in? Because it said your first, and now it says their last. Oh, their as in your family. Oh, I don't like this one. This one is morbid. 20, surround yourself with positive people. Yes, that is true. That is very true. If you're around friends or people that you genuinely like don't feel good around, that's not a good sign. You shouldn't be with those people, honestly. Like, if they're not making you feel good. 21, don't compare yourself to others. This one's really hard, especially because in law school you're graded against people. That's your grade. So I do compare myself with others, because if they write a better essay than mine, they're gonna get the job and I'm not. So you know what? Don't compare yourself to others, but sometimes you have to be a little bit competitive in this economic climate, compare yourself to others a little bit, okay? 22, do what you're afraid to do. That's a good one. I always do what I'm afraid to do because I'm an anxious person, but I'm also extroverted and like pretty outgoing. So I'm constantly doing things that scare me to death. 23, pass out at the church on the couch. I can't read. See, I don't read. I can't read. Pass out on the couch. Can you really learn to do that? If you're passing out on the couch and you're not deliberately taking the nap, that's kind of something that naturally happens. You're not really training yourself. Last one, people. Last one. This one I actually do really like. This one I really like. Be grateful. Yes, very true. Because if you're someone that, does compare yourself to people a lot, you feel jealous, you feel like you're not doing enough, you feel like, oh, why is this happening in my life? Think about the things that you are grateful for and happy about. Think of the things that you're grateful for, and it actually really does help you like kind of switch your mind over and be like, okay, you know what, I do have all these things, and it's okay for me to be sad about what I'm sad about, but I also have all of this to be grateful for, and that actually does improve. Oh, sorry, I keep going like this. I'm like not trying to be like, okay, so that's it. Those are the 24 things. That was really exciting. Okay, so now I know everything that I have to do. I have to drink the water. I have to volunteer. I have to go to church. I feel like a lot of these things I could do at the same time. Like I could drink water in my state with old people while I'm taking a picture of it. And then I could pass out in right after. All right, yeah. I'm 3 months early on this, so pretty exciting. Catch you next time.